Good morning. Today is June 30th. We're going to be walking from Gijón. Follow the blue line, which is the Camino, and ending at Avilés. Over here is the terrain for the day. Right there. A couple little hills, not too bad. This is the common area where we stayed last night. Look how cute and colorful this place is. Wow. Beautiful view outside.
Oh, it's a good bird. Oh my goodness.
Dang.
In Gijón, the sidewalks have the Camino shells on the ground, and the bases say which direction to go. So we're gonna cross the street here, and there's another shell saying to keep going straight. We approached this shell from this direction, which means we need to turn left. I think we're finally leaving Gijón. I don't like city walking, it's kind of boring, and it feels like it takes forever. Oh, it's here.
I've got to get a photo now. So pretty.
Yummy snacks.
So pretty.
Beautiful little guy. We haven't seen one of these shells on the Camino before.
Good morning, chickens. You guys want some snacks?
Hi. Oh, look at that one with the hairdo. She looks like Coco.
There's another chicken. Who got a snack? Come here, Rusty.
Oh,
Who got a snack?
hello, everybody.
Is that the rooster? Oh, he's so pretty.
Hi, Rusty.
Come get some
Hey,
snacks.
pretty boy.
Get you a snack.
Oh, look at him. He's so pretty.
Four-leaf clover. Here's the industrial part of the city that we have been walking through. So not a lot of views. We've seen a lot of chickens, and now we've seen cows. Morning, cows. Hey, buddy. Good morning. Good morning. Four-leaf clover number 1. Four-leaf clover number 2. Four-leaf clover number 3.
Hey, buddy. No one?
An apple?
An apple?
Do you eat it? No. There you go. Hi, friend.
There you go. Let's go.
This one wants one. Good morning.
An apple?
Do you want an apple?
Can your friend have an apple? No? You want
No,
one?
no, you get all the apples? There you go. Hey, there's enough to share,
okay.
guys.
Candy in my hand.
Really dirty four-leaf clover. I think I found the Cruz de Ferro of the Norte. There's a metal bull statue on the top of that hill. We stopped here to get some lunch. It's about 12:45. I have no idea how many miles we walked for the day, but we're all just kind of dragging today. It's hot, muggy, and not a lot of breeze. Ooh.
Hello, chickens. Chicken just chilling on the porch.
There's some dust right there.
The dog's taking care of the chicken snacks for us. Oh,
Oh, he's so pretty. Look at these little roosters.
got some sheep over there. Oh, I see him. He's hiding. Hi, chickens. How you guys doing?
We finally found our first water source, 13.7 miles in for the day. Thank you, water. It's like graffiti walls. Look how cute. I know these are far away, but maybe they'll show up. There's two more. And more graffiti wall over here. I love the colors on that. Baby Yoda. Pretty cool. Now we get to climb up these stairs to cross over the railroad tracks. Hey, there hasn't been a lot to see today, so I thought I would talk about blister prevention and treatment. And really it's more of a rant because I don't think anything prevents blisters. So today is day 21 and I got my first blister today. Savannah has been dealing with blisters since day 1, and I think Gary had one on the end of his toe several days ago. So prevention, we all purchased shoes that were at least one full size bigger than our feet. And I think that was supposed to help prevent blisters on the ends of the toes, in addition to preventing the toes from hitting the end of the shoe going downhill and losing toenails, which we haven't had a problem with. But my blister was on the end of my toe, and so was Gary's, so that didn't work. The second one is using sock liners. My daughter and I both have wool socks and wool sock liners, and I mean, clearly that didn't work. She's been fighting with blisters nonstop. I wear sock liners, didn't work. Gary uses Vaseline sometimes on his feet, and that may or may not work, but he doesn't use it consistently for me to know. I think he did put it on one hot spot once, but I think he still got that blister. I put powder in my socks just to kind of keep them dry, and once again it didn't work. And then someone had mentioned lamb's wool for blister prevention when you feel a hot spot. So several days ago, my daughter was getting a hot spot and on her heel and the side of her foot, and I had lamb's wool, so we stopped and put some on there and put some around her heel. And by the end of the day, that heel it's been her biggest blister so far. So that doesn't work. The only thing I feel like we haven't tried is changing out our socks midday, and we just don't have enough socks to do that. Our wool socks they're the only thing that doesn't dry overnight for us. So I guess unless you carry 4 pairs of socks, you can't really change them out unless you're not going to wash them. You just air dry them, or kind of air them out, I should say. And the only time we had our wool socks dry after being washed was that 87-degree day when someone had a clothesline out in the middle of the sun Otherwise, they've never dried overnight. So I don't want to carry 4 pairs of socks each. So I think the only way to prevent blisters is to get out there and walk a bunch and develop calluses before you get started. Or just pretty much expect that you're going to get blisters. I don't think there really is a treatment. We have certainly tried. I'm sorry, prevention, but we've certainly tried. So as far as treatment goes, Compeed is the big thing that sells here. Pharmacies will have 20 different types for each area of the foot. And my daughter had one on the ball of her foot, one blister once a while back, and put some Compeed on it. And then I told her to try to keep it on. It started to curl up on the side, so eventually she took it off and it ripped the top of the blister off, exposing your skin to everything, making it more sensitive and risking infection. So it was horrible. She developed one on the other side too. That one, when we were done walking one day, we went to take off her shoe to look at it, and there was white gunk between her toes, and I thought, oh my gosh, it's already like pussing and getting infected. I'm a horrible mom. No, it was the Compeed. It's like it melts and this goopy stuff comes out. She went to wash her feet. It was the Compeed. Gary and I have used it too since for blister prevention or on hot spots because it doesn't work for blisters. It's horrible stuff. So mine and my daughter's socks, both the liners and the socks, they stick together now. Even after 2 machine washings and all the hand washings, you have to pry them apart because the Compeed is still making them stick together. It's horrible stuff. My husband's, the pinky toe of his sock, he wears in gingy socks. You have to pry it out because it's sticky too from the Compeed. So definitely don't use Compeed unless you get a blister and you're not going to walk for a really long time on it. That's the only thing I can imagine anyone would use it for. I think it might have worked to prevent blisters. It's horrible. So the heel blister my daughter had, I found a piece of gauze, a bandage that was gauze in the middle with the taper on the outside at a hiker box. And so we cleaned it, put some antibiotic ointment and used that. And that actually held up pretty well. I didn't expect it to because it was raining that day, but it worked great. So we have since purchased some of those from the pharmacy. We found some that had antibiotic ointment already on it, and I think it was €1.85. The Compeed is about $1 per bandage, whatever you call them. And then my little blister, I just put some like sports tape on it because that's what I had, and due to its location, I don't know what else to put on it. I think my husband eventually did that too because he gave up on the Compeed on his little toe one. So prevention, not going to happen. You're just going to get blisters. Treatment, keep it simple. The blisters that my daughter had, at the end of the day, we just cleaned them, put antibiotic ointment on them, put a regular band-aid over them, and then put stuff on to last through the walk, but not regular band-aids, but bandages. I don't know what else to tell you. Pretty cool tree.
Spotted our first Iberian magpie. A little catfish. Goes moving in to take over the ducks' territory.
Whoa. Hello.
Check it out. It's a little house of cards. Well, big house of cards.
Four-leaf clover. place on booking.com yesterday. There is nobody here. Just don't use booking.com.